don't replace anyone in your team. The entire point of LR was that it was a for fun team that started stomping. I think the whole LR thing is it's a very tricky topic because I mean there was the whole Baus thing. Then he was talking, and I've spoken to him obviously personally a lot. And a lot of people will have a lot of opinions. You should do this. You should do that. I think you should do this because LR has always been very open. So it has a lot of people who have a lot of takes about a lot of things that should happen and this and that and this and that. But LR started as let's get the homies together and let's compete for content and see what we can do. And then it started off great and we were winning. But then as we were winning, we needed to try harder to keep on winning. And as we tried harder, there was a decline in, I would say, there was a necessity of increase of effort to win, to avoid losing, which led to a decrease in morale, I suppose. And I think that's something that was maybe overlooked a little bit too much when the project was started. Because at first it was all great. And I think it all blew up so quickly that the expectation was set so early that need to win. Otherwise, embarrassing. So yeah, with it all being online, having very few times in person, and being a competitive content team, it's a lot of winning and stress that ended up piling on top of everyone. There's an announcement coming very soon about what's happening next year. But this year was like... I guess the best way to say it was like... The best way to say it is... I hope people can kind of understand it. I don't know if it's easy to understand from the outside because everyone has their own opinions, but it's kind of like start as content team and compete. We played in a competition. We won the competition. Okay, now that competition's probably not that interesting anymore for anyone to watch because we've already done it. And we did it again, actually. We did it twice. We did it 3 times. So now we're on this timeline of like, this is cool, this is great content. Okay, now we're doing the same content over and over. And then it became, what can we do that keeps it fresh? Because at the end of the day, you can't just do the same content all day, every day for a team like this. So there was that, and then there was the increase in stress and necessity to compete, and eyes and people's expectations being very high. So as things were found to be more and more fresh, we tried to increase the... We obviously wanted to increase our level of effort based on the level of expectations we had, right? Obviously, we were there to win everything and every game possible. But the effort that we had to put in to do that took a lot of work and stress on people that, you know, someone like Baus, who hasn't really like been in the pro scene to do in his first year. And then there was changes that needed to be made, right? Like, you can sit there and be like, you shouldn't change this, you shouldn't change that about someone. But, you know, if it's something that needs to change for you to win, then that's kind of how it had to be for... That's kind of how it had to be for us to keep moving forward, you know. And now there's going to be something that's going to come out where... I mean, I can't really allude to it or mention it because... Yeah. Some more stuff will happen next year. And we'll have to try a shit ton harder. And I think that some... It's a really touchy subject because everyone wants their own thing to happen. And we always want to like try and keep things fresh and make the fans like happy and interested and like, you know, because we're not a competitive... I mean, we are a competitive esports team, you know, but we're a very public, content-focused, competitive content-focused esports team. It's so funny to see you navigate the start leaks. It's takes like this that piss me off. We'll mention Baus, I guess, because of the clip. But like, saying his style didn't need to change. You were winning. We were winning, yeah, but then we started losing, and we kept on losing. So we needed to change things to continue winning. Otherwise, we would just sit there and lose. And if we lose and we're losing everything, then it's miserable for everyone, right? So anyone who comes in, it's like, you did this, you did that. Obviously, you don't want to change too much, but obviously there has to be tweaks. Otherwise, what's the point? We may as well not scrim. Just rock up and play the game and do what we think, and then go home. It'll be much easier when the announcement comes out to talk about all of this. Does Los Ratones get paid? The players get 60% of all LR sales. So it's, I can give you a bit more of the insight if you want. But yeah, the team has decent amount of costs when it comes to like content and socials, and when it comes to like boot camps and stuff like that. 40% goes to the team, and then 10% goes to each player, and then there's like extra 10% for things that happen throughout the year. And then all prize money goes to them. Odo gets paid a salary. And all sponsor revenue also goes to the boys as well, 60%. Yeah, Odo's on a salary. There's quite a few people on the payroll. There's like 4 content people, Odo, Molecule, and then team managers. All equals 60%. What do you mean all equals 6%? No, prize money they get all of. I made that very clear that prize money is all theirs. But sponsorship and merchandising and sales is all 60%. And then 40% to the team. That's the team model. Yeah, it's been like that all year. Yeah. Do you get paid? I mean, I don't pay myself from the team, no. The team just pays for what it needs to pay. But yeah, I mean, it's a really tricky one. It's really tricky. It's such an impossible balance. How do you keep fans interested in the content you're creating when it comes to competition? That doesn't become stale and fatigue based. How do you increase your competitive strength as a team without overstepping on people and trying to quote unquote change them, but also remain competitive? And yeah, it's kind of an impossible dilemma at the moment, because it's very easy to like play in the NLC and win and meme around and stuff like that, and then you go against like the KCBs of the world, and if you meme around, we're just gonna get shit on, right? And I don't think anyone wants to see us get shit on, but I don't think anyone wants to see us like hate each other and get fucking stressed in a pro environment. So it's definitely the more competitive it got, the more of an impossible dilemma it became, and what like is LR at the end of the day trying to achieve if we continue in that direction. So yeah, a lot of things going on behind the scenes trying to figure out what the next steps are. Obviously, I think a lot of people have seen leaks of what we will be doing next year. So if alleged rumors were to come true, then we're gonna need to really try our hardest. But then I don't know if, and that's absolutely fine to not want to do that, right? I've got me and Baus have been friends for like over 6 years now. So, you know, him saying that he wants to focus on streaming, or if he wants to move into streaming, or if he, you know, doesn't want to give up streaming, which I would never ever ask him to do things like that ever. And you know, every player will have their own goals. Maybe some want to play in the LEC, maybe some want to just full-time stream, and they don't want to shift from what they've already got, or they really enjoy already, and I would never step into that realm of asking someone to change anything like that. So then you've got this big divide where it's like, does LR become a competitive team with competitive players that is fully off stream, or does LR stick in content and become a content team and stay as a content team? And stay as a content team, but then again, what's the content now? You know, we've kind of done it all, apart from something we'll do next year, which is new, I guess. But the more we go into this, the more we end up here. Does that make sense? And then if we're focusing on content, then I'm guessing that we're then not even doing competitive content anymore, you know, because then we're going into variety content, and then we're turning into a content team, and then we need a streamer house, you know, and then You know, it's very like tricky dilemma. So this whole year has been really strange, trying to figure out what the answer to that question is, and finding that balance was, yeah, it's like, do you really think that we could go to the LEC and like stream all our scrims? I think it's very impossible to do that. We'll just get shit on. This is why I think that our model doesn't work, and there's no blaming here, by the way. This is not to say that this is this way and this makes me upset. I think that what I've learned about this model that we're doing is if it was open circuit with open qualifiers and third-party tournaments every month with qualifiers, this model can work, you know. This model can work. I can see it working. But in a like a franchise model, it just doesn't work. You know, because the content remains fresh every new tournament that comes. Oh my god, new tournament, let's see how we do this time. Oh my god, new tournament, let's see how we do this time. But in like a regular season, 8-week grind, day in, day out, it doesn't really work. So that's why I feel like in like a CS, you know, I think it would be more, you'd have more options for things to do. But yeah, I think a lot of stuff is likelihood of LR disbanding. Well, I guess, I mean, I can't talk about it because there's no announcement yet. When the announcement's out, I can tell you. But I've decided it's impossible. It's impossible to maintain both as we go on. So there you go. Like now, when we go, if we were to allegedly do like a more step up in competition, the level increase, not from like a player perspective just, but also from like a back end perspective. They've got massive offices and they've got psychologists, they've got nutritionists, they've got lane coaches, they've got 3 blocks a day, they've been together for a year, you know, oh shit. Oh shit. But I think the main thing is just finding that fun again. I think the one balance we can do is we can enjoy each other's company while also trying to win. That's one balance we can do. It's going to be very impossible to balance competition and content. But the one hope I do have is that no matter what happens next year is that we can at least enjoy each other's company together and hang out and do some streams together, you know, make some content together, and then give it our all in the competition and then see what happens after that, you know. But we've got something for next year, which everyone seems to know about from leaks, which will be... We could possibly have something next year from the leaks. And yeah. I do think that when we're in person together, things do feel a lot better. When we're in person. When we're online, it definitely does feel like everyone just goes into their own... What are the chances of LR shutting down? Well... Chances of LR shutting down. We will see. We will see. There will have to be something big, though, that happens, because I guess there's got to be something that happens, you know? Once we do our thing next year and everything's great, something's got to happen, right? It doesn't have to be a sad ending. I definitely think that this whole project started with, can LR beat LEC teams? And maybe we can... Well, that's the competition side, you know, not the content side. That was the big question everyone had and everyone was debating always. So we'll see if that's like a thing that we can explore. And if the answer is no and we get shit on, then we get shit on. And if the answer is yes and we fucking smurf it and, you know, Baus goes Super Saiyan, then... Anyway, we'll talk about it more when the announcement comes out and... when things are more decided, because I don't know what's going on right now, seriously, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I don't even know what I want to do, you know? I don't know if I want to fucking own a competitive esports team that, like, operates with, like, full fucking this and that and this, you know? I was down to own a team that was just us boys and me trying to push it to see what we can do. Content-wise and shit like that. But, like, this, I've thought about it a lot, but I don't really know if I want to do that. So then if there's no this and there's no that, then I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, if we can't compete for content, because the content's already done, and I don't really know if I want to do full competition. Like, it looks like it looks miserable, man. Only a fully fledged like competitive like esports team looks miserable. I look at like Toast every now and then. I'm like, bro, are you okay? are you? Is this going? Are we cooked? You don't have the passion. You don't have the passion to do it. You don't have the passion to be a person that owns a team. Here we go. Here we go with the fucking. You don't have this. You don't have that. You need to really believe in it. Oh yeah. Okay. Then what happens with all the fucking politics and business and all that shit hits you in the face? Okay. We don't live in a fucking anime. I can't just click my hands and make a team and then just like everything's gonna fall into place perfectly and we're just gonna like get all these fucking massive sponsors, win everything, and just be god tier, you know? Like, I appreciate the fucking TikTok clip belief. Like, you just gotta believe it. And I do really believe in a lot of things that I try and work my hardest on. But I'm also, like, kind of realistic, you know? I can't just fucking sit here and pretend that I'm, like, in a main character fucking arc and I'm just gonna make it work. When half the people who are doing it already look miserable. But anyway, the main thing that I want is just, I want fans to be happy so that they're getting like new things happening and we're not just kind of sitting there doing the same thing over and over again and all being depressed at each other. I want the boys to be happy so they actually enjoy playing and competing and each other's company. And I'm trying to figure out both of those things to make it all work. And the one thing I don't want to do is step on people's toes. Because if there's ever a point where they're like, yo, this is too much for me, then I will say that's absolutely fine, I get it. Because that fine line I talked about, it's like, if this is competition, this is content, we're kind of doing this a lot. And if anything, we're doing more of this now for competition, so. Yeah, we'll see. Unironically, it would have been easier if you didn't win as much. It's true, yeah, if we lost more, I think it would definitely have, yeah. You built a team that revitalized my interest in League. That's good, I'm glad. I started watching LR and got back into League. Well, I'm glad that LR could have brought people back to League. That's good. Whatever your hop off LR into something else is, whether it's DK or IG or definitely not KT, then that's fucking beautiful. Whatever, that's beautiful. But yeah, we're all talking a lot. I'm sure you've watched the Baus video. You know, we're all talking a lot. Everyone's trying to make their decisions for what they want, and that's absolutely fine, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as a team. And I think good vibes are to come, good news is to come, good stuff is to come. Maybe I sound kind of sad because I just woke up. I probably have like a very monotone voice going on. But there's a lot of cool stuff to come. Can you get a therapist for crowning? And what? Make content out of it? Is that what people want? You want me to do is fucking get a therapist and sit him in a room and put a camera and a mic there? Like, is that the expectation of like the fixes? We've seen the fucking crash outs. Now we want to see the glow ups. Nah. What is this, bro? What is this?
Right? Zap zap. Never a fifth. Nah, you're so fucking revolting, you dog, man. What the are you doing? You die 15 seconds before Soul when the game is free. He actually has to get permaban, by the way. It's actually disgusting. But I just like out! FF, man! I don't want to play! He just dies! Like all our hard work for 5 minutes doesn't matter. Fuck off! But go next. I don't want to play, please. This is all empty.
The thing I don't get about Crowny is like one thing will happen and then he will like unleash in rage, stand still, be mad. And then literally 30 seconds later, and I know he lost the soul, the enemy jungler just did the same thing in solo queue. Or mid, or whoever the fuck that was. And then he feels nothing when they do it back. Like the level of like sadness that occurs when his teammate does something versus the level of satisfaction or we can win that happens when the enemy team does something is like 100 to 1 in terms of like percentage feeling. That's League. He's just numb now. He's just numb. Chinese are praying for BLG to lose. The overwhelming majority of the Chinese are supporting VKS. Yeah, all of China are just like hate watchers now. Bro, I'm kind of concerned for like Chinese League of Legends. What happens if Tess gets knocked out, BLG don't make it, and fucking AL lose in qual? This is the new Swiss teaser? That's the frame in it? That's the frame in the new Swiss teaser? The best in the West. Meet potential men. 0 wins against Eastern teams. 0 good drafts. 7 videos about how they almost beat Gen G a year ago. Prove you're the best by beating strong streams. Beat 2 wildcard teams and then lose to G2. If and when, but never is. Inspired is the best Western jungler. They have a ton of pocket picks. Can't wait till they make it to quarters. They're the most consistent NA team. NA is closing the gap. They're finally playing at the top team. That's horrible. And I fucking like it. Oh, you're so sweet. Hello, human resources. True. Wait, Guma went straight for the... But Guma, he took the top... Guma, understandably so, did that. This is the funniest thing that could have ever happened in the perfect world. Bro, if Koi win today and draw FlyQuest, that would be fucking legendary. That would be legendary. Ooh, wait, they released the voice comms of the fight. Big.
Yeah, I'm going in there. I will make time on it. Yeah, we can help you. Yeah, I will monitor here. You look for flash. Oh! Nice! Finish! Kill them! Please kill them! Please kill them! Nice! Push kill them! Bro, you sexy. Yeah, wait. Oh my god. Okay.
Bro, Caps' smile. I don't know why, and call me like parasocial as fuck, but there's like a frame in that smile where it looked like he wants to cry out something, you know? It's like, he's like, finally. Like, towards the end here. Like, all of the pain, all of the fucking pain is like over, you know? He like finally did it.
Bro, you sexy. Yeah, wait. Oh my god. Okay.
All of those years. Because, you know, like, BB's lived through a few years with Caps. Skewmon's now going through his first year. Hansama's been through a few years, but bro, all these years, it's been fucking 4 of them or some shit. Finally. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I'm going in there. I will make time on it. Yeah, we can help you. Yeah, I will monitor here. You look for flash. Oh! Nice! Finish! Kill them! Please kill them!
Please kill them!
Nice! Push kill them!
Please!
Yeah, wait. Oh my god.
Please!
Okay.
What a blessing. Inspired to EU next year, not gonna lie, FlyQuest don't make top 8 this year. Come to Europe instead and leave that fraud region. Inspired, leave that fraud region. True. Get over here. Teams are temporary, Europe is forever. Koi, Shadow, Bwipo, G2. Hell yeah, the secret agents. After all this time, you truly were an undercover spy. Hello, Caedrel in my chat. I just want to say thank you for all the streams, especially the World Cup stream. It really keeps me entertained throughout the days before in Lisbon. I'll be going to Singapore military and we'll miss most of the rest of the world. Hope everyone has a good day. Caedrel LR bounce back stronger than ever with each of the masters. Yo, much love, man. Good luck in the military. Much love. Watch the teaser. Is the teaser out? Oh yeah, it is out.
저는 근 2년간 이뤄낸 성적을 생각해 봤을 때
Yeah, Baker in a lot of trouble here. Chovy on the chase. The perfect execution from Chovy. Gen G in the quarterfinals.
They were built to win, and they will do just that. Gen G has a date with destiny in the semifinals.
When they needed him most, Chovy heard the call.
만족을 해도 이상하지 않은 성적이라고 생각을 하고 아쉬운 부분도 있겠지만 잘한 게 더 많다고 생각을 하고 타이틀에 갈망이 있는 건 맞지만 그리고 젠지가 세계 최고의 팀이라는 걸 증명하기보다는 저희가 먼저 세계 최고의 팀의 자리에 서고 그 다음에 증명하겠습니다.
KT making quick work of it here.
Dismantling TEF.
输给 KT 以后，其实也没什么影响，我们可以更好的反思自己，就可以让我们变得更强。
일단 잘하는 팀들과 만나게 되고 8강을 가는 관문인데 당연히 승리를 바라보고 경기할 거고
主场作战会给我们力量，我们会努力走到最后。我们会2比0的。
제가 할 말은 딱 한마디입니다. 운이 없네요.
You're unlucky. Is that the bird's nest?
Being one loss away from getting eliminated, of course, shouldn't feel good, but I think it's our comfort zone.
For Imcoy, the road remains long, and the
Wait, are they playing in the bird's nest this year? They're not, right? They're not playing in the bird's nest, or?
spots are few.
Since our goals and ambitions are to win the whole tournament, I think this is just the beginning.
Trước khi đặt chân tới đây thì tụi em muốn khao khát được chiến thắng nhiều hơn nữa, bởi vì không những mang lại vinh quang cho Việt Nam mà tụi em...
I saw it! I saw it! I saw it! Hey! There it is. We made it to a Worlds teaser. Everyone clap. We made it to a Worlds teaser. We!
Những mang lại vinh quang cho Việt Nam mà tụi em mang lại vinh quang cho gia đình, bạn bè, người thân.
KT just bulldozed their way through everyone on Team Secret Wales. The Wild were enough to crush the Mighty Fly.
Tụi em đã không làm tốt trong những ngày qua. Tụi em sẽ chuẩn bị thật tốt để chuẩn bị vào vòng trong.
I think it's important to reflect, and I think if you focus on yourself and what you can improve, it's really easy to stay in the present.
Em luôn luôn muốn mình là niềm tự hào của Việt Nam. Đây là một cơ hội để thế giới nhìn nhận Việt Nam sẽ là một khu vực mạnh, bởi vì tụi em đến đây để chiến thắng.
Any team that versus us should see us as a threat. Never had a doubt about my team, and never will.
Never had a doubt about my team, and I never will. Never had a doubt about my team. Alright, what else?